Celebrate your feelings to the Rock Bound Coast and streaming live in HD worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Hello, everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, an Eddington man is back behind bars after being accused of making online threats.
Plus, Republican lawmakers are speaking out about concerns over the newly passed state budget.
And a report that indicates that home sales are booming here in the state of Maine.
Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. We'll have those stories and more coming up, including details on a new roundabout they're going to be building in downtown Newport pretty soon. Construction getting underway in just a couple of weeks, so that will be a big news for the folks down there. But first, a check of that forecast. Looks like today will be much like, well, not as bad as, when did it snow? I guess it snowed Monday.
Yeah.
Today will be much like yesterday, just another cloudy day with a chance of some precipitation out there. One of my favorite words.
Yeah, me too.
Precipitation.
Other than meteorological.
Yeah, that's a fun one too.
Here's Devin Binks with the forecast.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Low temperatures so far this morning haven't been too bad. Made it to the mid-20s so far in Bangor, upper 20s in Bar Harbor. Other spots in the upper 20s to even some lower 30s. Some areas of dense fog greeting us this morning from Bangor to further off towards the north and east. Even parts of Washington County seeing some reduced visibility at this time. Otherwise, most of us not looking too bad, at least just yet. We had a little bit of precipitation passing through last night, at least on the radar. It looks like a little bit of a wintry mix, but otherwise we're dry to start this morning, but we will be watching for a little bit more precipitation on the way with this system that's off to the south and west and it's tracking to the north and east. And that will give us an opportunity for a few more scattered rain and snow showers on the way for us today. Later on tonight, a little bit more snow will be passing through, and some of that may linger into parts of Thursday morning. So for today, mid-40s, scattered rain and snow showers, southwest wind at around 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, low 30s, mostly cloudy, some snow showers to watch out for, and that west wind at around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid-40s, partly cloudy, some sprinkles and flurries, northwest wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some higher gusts cannot be ruled out. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon periods showing increasing clouds, scattered rain and snow showers possible with temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
All right, thank you very much, Devin. Well, an Eddington man already well known to police was arrested Tuesday and charged with making online threats. Thaddeus Wind is now behind bars after authorities apprehended him on Tuesday. In 2024, the FBI received information from Meta about a Facebook user who had discussed committing violence against police and the military. The FBI also received online tips from members of the public about threatening statements made on X. In November of 2024, the FBI executed a search warrant related to that X account. They say they recovered posts containing threats to Jews, political figures, the Supreme Court, and others. According to the Department of Justice, details of the account were traced back to Thaddeus Wind. He is well known to law enforcement as he has been involved in multiple standoffs with police in recent years.
A man from Albion has received his sentence for having sexual contact with a child and saving explicit photos of the victim on his cell phone. A sentence, the family says, equates to a slap on the wrist. 44-year-old Sean Iori has been ordered to serve 75 days behind bars. He was found guilty in January, but was acquitted of charges including gross sexual assault and sexual abuse of a minor. According to the Morning Sentinel, the victim was 14 or 15 years old when the alleged crimes happened. Her parents both testified at the hearing, saying the teenager was failed and abused by the state's criminal justice system.
Well, during a meeting yesterday of the Select Committee on Intelligence, Senator Angus King grilled Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard about the contents of a text stream allegedly leaked by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth that revealed detailed plans for military strikes in Yemen. The sensitive information was sent to a group chat that included a journalist. King argued that the information leaked included targets, weapons to be used, attack sequences, and timing, while Gabbard has testified that none of that information leaked was classified. King, though, pushed back.
So the attack sequencing and timing and weapons and targets, you don't consider should have been classified?
I defer to the Secretary of Defense, the National Security Council on that question.
Well, you're the head of you're the head of the intelligence community, and you're supposed to know about classifications. So your testimony very clearly today is that nothing was in that set of texts that were classified. I'll follow up on Senator Wyden's question. If that's the case, please release that whole text stream so that the public can have a view of what actually transpired on this discussion. It's hard for me to believe that targets and timing and weapons would not have been classified. Well, let me move on.
And we'll have more details on the alleged war plans in relation to the government later on in the newscast. In other news, meanwhile, Maine lawmakers are voicing serious concerns over the recent budget passed by the legislature. Democrats say it needed to pass to move crucial funding forward. Our Grace Blanchard shares more.
Last Thursday, the legislature passed a more than $11 billion budget without a single vote from Republicans in the state Senate or the House.
A blind man could see that this budget is not balanced, therefore it is dishonest.
Republican lawmakers are not shying away from expressing their discontent with the continuing services budget, describing it as reckless, unbalanced, and dishonest.
Truly a backdoor, behind closed doors, secret budget that was drafted out of the public eye, which I think is disgraceful.
According to the Senate president, an unbalanced budget is not allowed under Maine's constitution, and there is a fund positive balance of nearly $130 million. She says the vote came down to ensuring that essential services like Maine Care remain funded amid continued policy discussions.
The reason we really needed to rush this through was to at least get the clock started on those Maine Care payments. 90 days is still too long to wait, and I still am hopeful that our colleagues will find a way to come together that we can get this emergency funding passed, but I wasn't willing to play chicken anymore.
This is the first of two budget measures. Republican leaders say Mainers should expect to see more tax increases in Part 2.
And there's over 12 tax increases in the governor's proposal that I think you're going to see rolled in here. And there's not a single vote up here to vote to raise taxes.
President Daughtry says the reason for a two-part budget is to adjust based on changes from the federal government and to ensure they are monitoring their revenue forecast.
I want these ideas to have a robust conversation in appropriations in our policy committees. We need to hear from Mainers what they want to see.
In Augusta, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, according to volunteers with the American Cancer Society Cancer Action Network, 1 in 5 deaths in Maine are caused by cancer. As part of their annual Cancer Action Day, volunteers convened at the State House on Tuesday to support proposals that aim to address the needs of patients across the cancer spectrum. Advocates and cancer survivors are urging support of a proposal to improve access to biomarker testing. They say the testing is a way to look for genes, proteins, and other substances that can help provide critical information for cancer treatment, as well as early detection and diagnosis. Representative Sam Zager of Portland says LD 107 would require coverage for biomarker testing, regardless of people's insurance providers.
Knowing what exact disease is affecting somebody, not only what organs affect, but what is the actual disease, what is the pathway that is not working right, knowing that answer really helps get the right treatment to the right person.
I interact with cancer patients every single day. I see what happens when they get the right treatment versus the wrong treatment. I see the devastation that insurance barriers can bring and the stress that brings on top of an already horrible and stressful situation.
Volunteers with the American Cancer Society are also pushing lawmakers to support a cigarette tax increase of $1 per pack. They hope raising costs will deter Mainers from smoking or help people quit. To learn more, you can visit this story on our website, foxbangor.com.
Major changes are coming to traffic patterns in Newport. Maine DOT has announced construction is set to begin in just a couple weeks on a new roundabout. The roundabout will be located at the intersection of routes 2 and 7 in Newport, with the goal of improving safety and traffic flow in the area. The work will involve full closure of Route 2 at Route 7 in Newport, and a detour will be in effect starting Monday, April 14th. So mark your calendars, especially if you drive through that area, and plan for extra drive time. The project is expected to be completed by late 2026.
Leonard's Mills in Bradley may soon get some national recognition. Congressman Jared Golden recently introduced his bill in Washington, urging lawmakers to designate Maine's Forest and Logging Museum at Leonard's Mills as the National Museum of Forestry and Logging History. The Bradley Museum was incorporated back in 1960. It was originally created as a place to preserve forest industry artifacts and documents. However, over time, it evolved into a living history site with working machinery and a community of volunteer reenactors. Golden said the museum deserves this national designation for the role it has played and will continue to play in connecting the past, present, and future of forestry and logging in our country. It's one of your favorite places too, isn't it?
I know, so I'm pretty excited about it because I think it deserves a designation.
Yeah, it's a neat place.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I think they either have secured a new rule about you're allowed to have dogs there as long as they're leashed.
Oh, really?
Or that will be very soon.
Yeah, I've visited a few times. I love the place too.
It's awesome. All right, the time now is 6:11. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, an amazing learning opportunity for students visiting Maine Maritime Academy that will help them and be great leaders in the future. We'll take you there.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. Another cloudy day ahead today. We can expect scattered rain and snow showers with highs near 45 degrees. Mostly cloudy with snow showers overnight, lows dropping down to around 30. Tomorrow, sprinkles and flurries with a high near 44. We'll be right back.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. I was contacted by a woman who asked me to help one of her friends who had been hurt by a drunk driver. Not only did he have multiple injuries, he had the added stress of being the victim of a crime. We helped make sure that he didn't have to testify or even go to court. That was important to him, so I made it a priority. We got him a $250,000 settlement. If you've been hurt by a drunk driver, call me. I'm your go-to guy.
Hurt by a drunk driver? Call the twos.
This is my playpen.
I get that, Your Honor.
Perfect.
Judge Judy never misses a beat.
Weeknights at 5 on ABC 7.
Are you ready to play?
Yes, finally.
Step up to the podium.
I'm so excited.
Grab your buzzer.
The buzzer's very mysterious.
This is Jeopardy!
Ain't no party like a Jeopardy party.
This week at 7:30, only on ABC 7.
New data shows the housing market is the strongest it's been in years. Our Alex Schley spoke with local realtors who say they expect sales to keep climbing as we head into spring.
According to Maine realtor Renee Hutchins, the number of homes sold nearly doubled from January to February, making it one of the best months for Maine housing sales in the past 25 years.
Last month to this month, it is an increase of 7.4%. That means half sold above and half sold below.
That growth can be seen in the housing market here in Penobscot County. According to Zillow.com, the sale of 4 properties were finalized in Bangor and Brewer on Monday, including this house here on West Broadway, where less than 24 hours after signing the paperwork, the new owners were moving in. Hutchins says a variety of factors are driving the market.
Getting calls from out-of-staters, wanting to get out of some other regions of the world, whether it be hot or busy or political climates or whatever, they're wanting to move. And their jobs, there's job changes all over. You know, still first-time buyers are our biggest market, but here we have a lot of retirees. Ranch-style homes are very popular. Condos are very popular.
Hutchins says she expects the market to continue heating up as the weather warms.
The word on the street is March Madness is the time to put your houses on. People are home, they're watching the shows, they are looking on the internet, shopping for houses now. So they start their process at home on their computer, then they're out on foot right away. So once the snow's gone, there's going to be more action.
And despite fluctuating interest rates, Hutchins says buyers are still active.
We're anticipating that. Rates are still, slightly down, but we're not seeing that as a condition of sale. We're seeing people still needing homes.
Hudgens says Maine's housing market continues to stand out nationwide.
Maine had the highest appreciations of homes in the country for the last 5 years.
In Bangor, I'm Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, over this past weekend, people on Maine Maritime Academy's campus got a bird's eye view of what the future might hold for them. Our Doug Banks takes us to Castine and up in a Black Hawk helicopter.
Above lush trees, rigid mountain ranges, and the Deer Isle Bridge, you'll find the ambitions of those on Maine Maritime Academy's campus.
From up there, it's awesome.
Taking part in a weekend-long event meant to challenge the endurance of one's mind, body, and spirit.
People can see the changes that you make around them.
Junior Reserve Officers Training Corps units from Maine and New Hampshire spent 3 days on MMA's Castine campus for the 2025 Leadership Challenge Weekend. Organized by MMA, the Academy's Regiment of Shipmen, and Maine National Guard, the event featured challenges and activities that encouraged teamwork, self-reflection, and to find out where participants' interests may lie within the armed forces.
Today is great for them to interact with each other, find out more about different service opportunities, and some competitive challenges as well.
Above the Castine campus Saturday morning, a UH-60 Black Hawk helicopter that, upon landing at Fort George, blew away both the JROTCs on the ground and the MMA students on board.
It was honestly amazing. It was the fastest route I ever had from Bangor back to Castine.
The whole experience of seeing that huge thing land down, it was awesome. I got a video of it and I can't wait to show my mom because she's gonna think it's so cool.
As JROTCs eagerly walked across Fort George to the Black Hawk helicopter, one MMA student saw himself in who he once was.
When I was young, my sisters actually enlisted with the Army active duty, and it reminded me how much I looked up to her.
Saturday's event was just one of many to take place on MMA's campus, and those who took part in this year's Leadership Challenge Weekend say what they're taking with them from this whole experience isn't just seeing a Black Hawk helicopter in person, but also the personal growth that comes when faced with different and difficult circumstances.
The experience, the people I've met, the different backgrounds, the people I've worked with, I might not see any of these people ever again, but I know I'll carry this experience and those people's philosophies and the things that they've taught me with me 1000%.
In Castine, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Despite the seeming resurgence of winter, spring is technically upon us. And as we venture outdoors, Maine tick experts are reminding the public that this is one of the times of the year when we could see a spike in tick activity. They say that even though we did see prolonged cold temperatures, this winter, the widespread, robust layer of snow that was present for much of winter may have helped disease-carrying deer ticks survive. And while there is no one perfect solution to minimize tick encounters, there are a number of things you can do around your home.
Landscaping in a way that's going to minimize habitat. Ticks, the deer tick in particular, dries out quite easily. So areas that get a lot of sunlight, have relatively little to low vegetation, leaf litters cleaned up, those types of areas tend not to see a lot of tick activity.
Dill also always stresses using personal protection measures like keeping skin covered with long sleeves and long pants, using repellents, and even using permethrin to treat clothing, as well as thorough tick checks are all ways to protect yourself.
Good advice there. As we were talking on Monday, this is Tick Bite Prevention Week, so it's something we all need to be thinking about as we head back outdoors.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, the time now is 6:19. After the break, along those same lines of tick prevention, we'll learn how the story of a Maine woman who found herself unemployed and decided to become a farmer, raising worms to make fertilizer. This is tied into that tick repellent story, believe me.
Interesting. We'll have more on that. We'll also have your 5-day weather forecast coming up on Good Morning Maine.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
Foggy's Pub, your place for fun, food, and friends in Palmyra, Maine.
Here we are, patient billing.
Whoa, who's that?
Oh, well, that's Mark. He marks up medicines.
340B medicine markups?
Bingo. As a nonprofit, we might pay a penny for a medicine. Mark marks it up to thousands of dollars, and we pocket the difference.
I hear we're buying up small hospitals, too.
More medicines to mark up.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
Welcome back, everyone. A Maine resident is worming her way into a brand new career.
Melody Kennedy is a worm farmer. She says using worm waste as a fertilizer not only helps you grow your garden, but it can also be used to reduce the number of ticks, earwigs, and other insects in your yard. Our Jody Hersey has more.
Oh, they know how to hide.
Melody Kennedy of Topsom is a working worm farmer. She decided to get into the business when she found herself unemployed. And what she's learned about worms and using their waste as fertilizer has truly opened her eyes to all the benefits these critters provide to our gardens and yards.
You can use it for indoor plants, outdoor plants, lawns, trees, bushes, shrubs. It doesn't matter.
Kennedy has thousands of worms at her Longview Estate worm farm. She brought a few to the United Farmers Market in Belfast in a compost bin to show customers. But she herself is the one who does the dirty work.
What I do is once they're done a bin, I get the castings, aka the manure, out of the bin, separate the worms and stuff, take the castings and I put them in water. I get all the nutrients out of them. I get the microorganisms to multiply by the billions. And that's why I make it live and fresh, so you get that into your soil.
Kennedy says her liquid fertilizer not only helps plants grow, it also can be a great resource for pest control.
So I sprayed my yard last March and did not see a tick until November.
Reducing ticks around the yard was the very reason Searsport resident Sophie Engstrom stopped by Kennedy's booth at the farmers market.
We have a dog and the dog coming in and out, and of course spraying anything chemical is not on my list of things to do. So I just was like instantly interested and I want to give it a try.
Kennedy says her product has a shelf life of 30 days, but customers can still benefit from its use no matter how old it is.
It repairs your soil. It aerates it and puts life in it. This just all makes sense to me.
In Belfast, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And Kennedy plans to return to the United Farmers Market in Belfast on April 12th, so you can pick up some during that time. That's pretty neat. I love it when people use those natural kind of solutions to problems, too.
I know, absolutely. Yeah. She created a business model that's helping her and helping other people, too. All right, the time now is 6:24, and it's time to get a look at that forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Wave heights at around 3 to 4 feet this morning, according to the buoys, and a little bit higher further off towards the north and east. Despite that, small craft advisories, at least at the moment, have been allowed to expire. 10-foot wave heights being noted farther out towards sea. Some areas of dense fog this morning, reducing visibility in Bangor, near the Calais area too in Washington County, and just off toward the north, we might see this overspread a little bit more before things begin to improve improve later on. Meanwhile, we had a little bit of a wintry mix. There it is right there, tracking off towards the north and east overnight. For now, we're looking pretty good. Some clouds passing through. We will be watching for another system. There it is right there that will be tracking off towards the north and east. And now will give us some more scattered rain and snow showers coming up for today. We'll see those developing during the afternoon period and some snow sticking around coming up later on tonight. It might accumulate a little bit. It won't be a big deal. It will be out of here as we head towards Thursday morning. Maybe a few flurries left over. Sprinkles and flurries possible by the afternoon period. Clearing out for a bit Thursday night into Friday morning. Notice by early Friday morning, a few more snow showers to watch out for. So again, snow totals not too ridiculous. Some spots won't see anything. Others, maybe a half inch to an inch or less before we're all finished up there. And then another system starts to approach. We have another wave of energy. There it is right there. That's the Friday system that will be passing through. And once we get that through, a bigger system to watch out for, looking like some snow opportunities as we head towards the weekend. We will keep an eye on that. For now, our average high temperature is 44 degrees. We'll be about hitting there today in the middle 40s today, tomorrow, and a Friday, and then we're back in the 30s Saturday and a Sunday, 40s again Monday, and then upper 30s as we head towards your Tuesday. So for today, mid 40s about average for this time of the year. Scattered rain and snow showers. Southwest breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, low 30s, mostly cloudy, some snow showers on the way. West breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid 40s again, so again about average, partly cloudy, sprinkles and flurries. Northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some higher gusts cannot be ruled out. And let's check out your extended forecast. So some snow showers again for your Friday with highs in the mid 40s. More snow showers again Saturday with highs cooling into the mid 30s. Mid 30s again Sunday, a wintry mix of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow.
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan, like the all-new Kicks and Murano, and our best-selling Rogue at the Nissan Now sales event. Nissan over 6 vehicles with starting MSRP under $30,000.
I feel like you really get me.
Well, you know, I do my best.
Our first commercial was a hit. What's our next move? Talk like that all the time?
Yeah, and we could sell baked goods.
How about a jingle? Get ready for winter at Frost Garage.
Let's have a circus. Huh?
Let's just tell people the truth. We'll get your snow tires mounted.
And we'll get you some winter wipers.
We'll make sure your battery's ready to go. Exactly.
We don't need a gimmick.
Get your vehicle ready for winter at Frost Garage in Hamden.
No matter where you are in Maine, the new WorkSource Maine Virtual Career Center is here to help. The Maine Department of Labor, along with local workforce boards, has a new virtual career center ready to assist and connect Mainers. Job seekers get free career coaching, training, and job search help. Employers find hiring support and workforce training programs. It's easy, it's free, and it's built for Maine. Visit myworksourcemaine.gov today.
The Lucerne Inn and Ryan's Pub is world-renowned for beautiful dining with a delicious view. And start your Sundays with a meal to remember and our all-you-can-eat Sunday brunch. Every Sunday morning from 9 to 11:30 with award-winning dishes and discounts for seniors and veterans. Call to make your reservation. Whether it's a family gathering or a special celebration, our Sunday brunch is the perfect way to savor the weekend. Only at the Lucerne Inn. Beautiful dining with a delicious view.
Hurry into the Nissan Now sales event to save on an award-winning new Nissan, like the all-new Kicks and Murano, and our best-selling Rogue at the Nissan Now sales event. Get 4.49% financing for 60 months on Kicks.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. President Trump is defending his top national security officials after the explosive lapse in national security when officials were reportedly discussing classified U.S. war plans in Yemen over an unauthorized messaging app and with a journalist accidentally added to the chat. The administration is now ramping up its attacks against the reporter as some members of Congress call for an investigation. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the latest from Washington.
This morning, questions are mounting over how a journalist with The Atlantic was added to a group chat with top national security officials ahead of the U.S. attack in Yemen, and why discussions about that chat were happening on the unauthorized messaging app Signal. The Atlantic's editor-in-chief Jeffrey Goldberg says National Security Advisor Mike Waltz invited him to the group chat. President Trump standing by Waltz's side.
He's a very good man, and he will continue to do a good job.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth denies his role in the chat put American troops at risk.
Nobody's texting more plans. I know exactly what I'm doing.
The administration instead has repeatedly attacked Goldberg and The Atlantic, claiming it did not share classified information. Goldberg says he withheld publishing certain messages reportedly from Hegseth, sharing operational details, including precise information about weapons, targets, and timing.
Just because they're irresponsible with material doesn't mean that I'm going to be irresponsible with this material.
Democrats in Congress hammering the administration.
Where our pilots are going to be and when they're going to be there ahead of the operation. If they think that information isn't classified, then they are way crazy incompetent to do the job that they're supposed to be doing.
This sloppiness, this incompetence, this disrespect for our intelligence agencies and the personnel who work for them is entirely unacceptable. It's an embarrassment.
Several Republicans are also calling for more information.
I just want the administration and the individuals involved to be accountable and take blame or responsibility for the mistakes they made.
Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard and CIA Director John Ratcliffe were both on the group chat and are expected to be back on Capitol Hill today for a hearing with House members. They met with senators yesterday. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
In separate agreements brokered by the United States and Saudi Arabia yesterday, Russia and Ukraine greenlighting a plan to pause the fighting in the Black Sea, the critical defensive body of water on which both countries also rely on for exports. It's the first significant step towards a full ceasefire amid President Donald Trump's pledge to swiftly end the war between Russia and Ukraine. The deal includes a ban on targeting energy infrastructure for 30 days, a promise Russia says it will only trust with Washington's backing. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky says he believes the peace plan goes into effect immediately, although he expressed doubt that Moscow will hold up its end of the bargain. The U.S. and Ukraine agreed to continue to work towards the exchange of prisoners of war, the release of civilian detainees, and the return of forcibly transferred Ukrainian children. The Trump administration has also agreed to help Russia increase its global exports of grain and fertilizer.
Wildfires burned through South Korea's southern regions, leaving destruction behind. Authorities say the wildfires, which began on Friday, have killed at least 18 people and destroyed more than 200 structures. 27,000 people have been forced to evacuate the area. An ancient Buddhist temple was among the structures destroyed there. The Korea Forest Service raised the wildfire warning to the highest serious level on Tuesday, forcing local government to deploy more help. South Korean President Han Duck-soo says 4,650 firefighters, soldiers, and other personnel are all working on extinguishing those wildfires. Authorities believe many of the fires were started because of human error.
Wow, scary.
We know about that here in the U.S.
Yeah. Okay, coming up on the second half of the newscast, a new season of The Bachelor is in the works. We'll have the latest news from showbiz.
Plus that full weather forecast coming up right after the break.
For the best LiftMaster openers at real prices, call PDQ Door first. Hi, I'm Dave from PDQ Door. For emergency service, routine maintenance, and tune-ups, make PDQ Door your first call. Learn more at pdqdoor.com, where we sell the best and service the rest.
Hurricane Helene was devastating. Now, 6 months later, GMA is right there in Asheville, North Carolina, coming back strong. Robin, Ginger, Sam, Asheville Rising. Tomorrow morning, the live event on Good Morning America.
Your favorite restaurants were half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
The Legacy Sandwich, where you can find quality, homemade sandwiches that are made to order. When it comes to food, we take it seriously. That's why we serve shredded chicken and turkey on our sandwiches. Voted Bangor's best deli sandwich shop. It's not just a sandwich, it's a legacy.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half-off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
What is your defense? I don't understand your defense. You got your car back, and now you say you don't owe the plaintiff anything? You think that's right?
Hot Bench.
Wednesday at 3 on ABC 7.
Napa knows every driver deserves quality parts. With 30 locations in Maine, Maine's largest network of parts has everything you need to keep your vehicle and equipment running smoothly. Starting now through March 30th, save big during our Napa Gold Filter Sale. From oil, air, and fuel to light and heavy-duty filters, every Napa Gold filter is up to 60% off. Find the filter that fits your needs and get to the moments that matter most. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Hi, I'm Dave from PDQ Door. We pride ourselves on our honesty and integrity. We'll always give you the best garage door repairs at a real price. Had your doors installed by another company? That's okay. Our experienced team is available to service all brands and models. Visit us at pdqdoor.com.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Today is Wednesday, March 26th, 2025. It's also Epilepsy Awareness and Purple Day.
This day was created to raise the public's awareness of this brain disorder and to eliminate the fear and stigma surrounding it. With over 3.5 million Americans diagnosed with epilepsy, it's likely you know someone living with the day-to-day challenges that epilepsy brings. The good news is that it can be managed if diagnosed and treated correctly. That's why research and awareness are so important of it. And it's also really important for everybody else to recognize the signs of a seizure and to know what to do in case somebody has a seizure, because you can have a seizure in a surprise way when you've never had one before, and it can really take you by surprise, and it's just good to know what to do.
I've seen it happen too. It's pretty scary when it does happen.
Totally.
It's good to know.
Absolutely.
All right, time for history. It was on this day in history back in 1872. Inventor Thomas Martin received a patent for the fire extinguisher. In 1917, the Seattle Metropolitans became the first American hockey team to win the Stanley Cup. They beat the Montreal Canadiens. In 1945, the Battle of Iwo Jima was won by the U.S. on this date. After a month and a week of fighting, approximately 22,000 Japanese soldiers were killed following 36 days of fighting. More than 7,000 Americans were also killed in one of the bloodiest battles of World War II. And in 1953, Dr. Jonas Salk announced he had successfully tested a vaccine against the virus that causes polio.
In 1979, Israel and Egypt signed a peace treaty at the White House, ending 30 years of hostility. In 1982, groundbreaking ceremonies were held in Washington for the Vietnam War Memorial. In 1997, 39 members of the Heaven's Gate religious cult were found dead in a home in California following a mass suicide. In 2000, Vladimir Putin was elected president of Russia and continues serving today. And in 2012, filmmaker James Cameron dove into the deepest part of the Marianas Trench, called Challenger Deep. Challenger Deep is more than 36,000 feet deep, and it took 2 hours and 36 minutes to reach the bottom.
He was only the second person to do so. Just to give you an idea of how deep that is, the Titanic lies at about 12,500 feet. So this is like twice as far, more than twice as far.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that you could go safely.
Yeah.
I guess we kind of learned that with the submersible that was crushed off of the coast of Newfoundland too.
Yeah, Cameron had the right vessel to do it in.
Right,
Big difference.
Yeah.
Today's birthdays include singing superstar Diana Ross, who is 81 years old today. Actor Martin Short is 75, and lover or hater, former Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi is 85 today. It's a very controversial figure in Washington over the years. But
very controversial.
Continues to serve, yeah.
Well, in a different way.
In a different way, yes.
But yeah, she's definitely still, people still go to her for advice for sure.
Yeah.
All right, moving on now. It looks like we're going to have precipitation throughout the week. Look, here's a look at that forecast with Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Emma. Happy Wednesday. Low temperatures so far this morning haven't been too bad. Made to the mid-20s so far in Bangor, upper 20s in Bar Harbor. Other spots in the upper 20s to even some lower 30s. Some areas of dense fog greeting us this morning from Bangor to further off towards the north and east. Even parts of Washington County seeing some reduced visibility at this time. Otherwise, most of us not looking too bad, at least just yet. We had a little bit of precipitation passing through last night, at least on the radar. It looks like a little bit of a wintry mix, but otherwise we're dry to start this morning, but we will be watching for a little bit more precipitation on the way with this system that's off to the south and west and is tracking to the north and east. And that will give us an opportunity for a few more scattered rain and snow showers on the way for us today. Later on tonight, a little bit more snow will be passing through, and some of that may linger into parts of Thursday morning. So for today, mid-40s, scattered rain and snow showers, southwest wind at around 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, low 30s, mostly cloudy, some snow showers to watch out for, and that west wind at around 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid-40s, partly cloudy, some sprinkles and flurries, northwest wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some higher gusts cannot be ruled out. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon periods showing increasing clouds, scattered rain and snow showers possible with temperatures in the 40s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Emma.
Thank
you, Devin. You think that snow will melt? I realized when I walked out the door this morning, I said it would melt soon, and it's all still there.
Yeah, a lot of it melted yesterday, though. It's happening.
Okay.
So
okay.
No big deal.
Fingers
By the end
crossed.
of the week, it's going to be beautiful. Everything's going to be great.
I know.
So,
it's not frigid, so I was just telling Craig. I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah. All right. For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood,
here's ABC's Alex Stone.
Dare you? Go ahead. You do it. I'll do it. Yeah, right. I will.
The reboot of Malcolm in the Middle is adding some familiar faces. Christopher Masterson has announced he is returning as Francis, while Justin Burfield will reprise his role as Reese in the upcoming Disney Plus series. Meantime, Caleb Ellsworth Clark is set to take over the fan-favorite role of Dewey, originally played by Eric Purse Sullivan. Disney is a parent company of ABC News.
And I'll be there for you as your man, as your friend, as your partner.
Oh my God. Speaking of ABC, another season of The Bachelor is in the books. This season's Bachelor, a day trader and former pro basketball player named Grant Ellis, proposed to Juliana Pascarosa in the show's season 29 finale. Adam Driver is returning to TV. The two-time Academy Award nominee is set to star in The Dealer on Apple TV Plus alongside Jessica Chastain, which promises to take viewers inside the high-end art market. It'll be Driver's first season since the end of Girls on HBO. And legendary singer Diana Ross, known as the Queen of Motown Records and the lead singer of the Supremes, turns 81 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Alex Stone, ABC News in Los Angeles.
Both kind of jamming out to Diana here.
Yep, it's a good day for that. I think I'm going to have to put some on later.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Diana Ross. Okay, right after the break, Tyler Cruz will have our sports updates.
All That's Metal in Herman is ready to be your trusted partner for your metal roofing and wall panel projects. Our high-quality metal roofing and wall panel systems are offered in a variety of colors and styles and backed up with a 40-year warranty. We manufacture standard as well as custom sizes in our facility in Herman. Homeowners and contractors, elevate your structures with our market-leading metal roofing and wall systems. Stop by our retail store at 893 Coldbrook Road in Herman to see our selections and to discuss your upcoming project. All That's Metal, the best roof and wall systems on the market.
Or get this low-mileage lease on this 2025 Cadillac XT5 Luxury for around $499 per month.
Visit Court Cadillac in Bangor.
Brandywine Graphics makes it easy. We are the top source for screen printing, embroidery, branded merchandise, and direct-to-garment printing. With 25 years experience, state-of-the-art equipment, and a commitment to excellence, why trust your apparel products with anyone else? And now, Brandywine Graphics can easily launch online stores for your school or organization. Simply design your products from brands like Eddie Bauer, Carhartt, and more. Share the link and we'll do the rest. Like we said, Brandywine Graphics makes it easy. Find out more at brandywinegraphics.com or at our Hamden location.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Every day of your life.
Welcome back in, everyone. Thank you for staying with us. The 2025 Hockey East champions are ready to begin their quest for the 2025 National Championship, and it all starts Friday night with Penn State. Our Jack Webb has more.
Yeah, obviously we want bigger than just Hockey East, so that was we focused on that a little bit. You know, you got to celebrate the little things, and then we kind of just wanted to get right back at it.
Following their first Hockey East championship in 21 years, Maine men's hockey is jamming.
We're rolling right now. We're feeling ourselves, and it's just a confidence thing, and it's a belief in the room, and I think more than ever right now our team's clicking and we're feeling good.
At the center of their success was outstanding play from Hockey East Tournament MVP Albin Boya in the defensive core that stands in front of him, who as a unit earned a 1.99 goals against average throughout the tournament.
Albin's been Albin obviously most of the year, and he's one of the best in the nation, which is the most important position. And then having 6D that all those guys played fantastic both games last, so that's such a big deal when you can roll 6 or 7 sometimes.
The Black Bears found themselves disappointed after a first-round exit in last year's NCAA tournament, but they say that loss has turned into a callus and has prepared them for this weekend.
It's just the experience, same with the Garden, where none of us had been there before, and when we went down there, it was just a business trip. We had taken it all in the year before, our leaders, and so we knew what to expect, and it's the same thing with the regional.
They'll head down to Allentown, Pennsylvania, where they'll take on Penn State less than 3 hours from State College. Quite the reward for winning your conference title and securing a #1 seed, but that doesn't bother Maine a bit. They embrace the adversity and believe Black Bear Nation has their back.
No, we're not too worried. Obviously, we're aware of it, but it's college hockey. It's awesome. You want to go play in an awesome atmosphere. You don't want to go to a building where there's only 200 people. You want to go there where it's sold out and you're playing with high intensity, whether it's the Maine fans or the Penn State fans. I believe the Maine fans are going to travel just as well, and we're looking forward to the challenge.
Maine will battle the Nittany Lions Friday night at 8:30 on ESPN2. From Orono, Jack Webb, ABC7, Fox 22 Sports.
Thank you for that, Jack. Looking forward to that. Let's go to the football field now. Some big news out of Patriots country on Tuesday evening. Drake May now has his guy. The Patriots bringing in star wide receiver Stephon Diggs to pair them with their Pro Bowl rookie quarterback per Adam Schefter of ESPN. The deal is for 3 years worth $69 million, $26 million guaranteed. Diggs is coming off of an ACL injury this season with Houston, but he was a Pro Bowler from 2020 through 2024, including an all-NFL season when linked up with Bills quarterback Josh Allen in 2020. Schefter also reports that Diggs is on track to recover from his injury fully and suit up in Week 1 against the Indianapolis Colts. All right, let's go to the baseball diamond now. Maine baseball was scheduled to play their first game of the season on Mahaney Diamond Tuesday against Farmington, but that was canceled. The Black Bears were also scheduled to host their America East home opening series this weekend, but that will also come at a later date as well. Maine was in line to host NJIT for their conference home opener this weekend. Instead, that series will be played at NJIT in New Jersey. In return, when Maine was scheduled to go to NJIT, they will now host the Highlanders. That series later in April, and the home opening series will now be played next weekend when Maine hosts UMass Lowell. Let's hope the weather holds for that one. The Black Bears are still scheduled to host Husson on Wednesday. No update on that yet. Maine is 1-2 in conference play after dropping 2 to Binghamton last weekend. Moving on now, time for some basketball. The Boston Celtics closing out the second night of a West Coast back-to-back late Monday with a victory against the Kings, but there wasn't a lot of celebration after this one. The Celtics defeating Sacramento 113-95. It's their 6th win in a row and 11th of their last 12. But it all turned sour for Boston in the third quarter when Celtics star Jason Tatum rose up and hit a contested 3 right here over Kings center Domantas Sabonis, but came down right on the foot of Sabonis. Sabonis was issued a flagrant 1 for the play. Tatum has a mild ankle sprain per reports on Tuesday, and here's what Joe Mazzulla had to say post-game.
He seems to be doing okay. He's just icing it right now. I didn't see the play, but they made the right calls of flagrant foul, and fortunate that he was able to shoot the free throw and, just taking care of it right now. So.
Now, Celtics have just 10 games left in the regular season. Let's go back to Maine hockey for a second. The Black Bears will be on ESPN2 for anyone interested on Wednesday afternoon at 2 p.m. ESPN is airing Game On, Journey to the NCAA Championship, featuring a profile on Maine's resurgence these past few weeks. Here's a little teaser that they sent along to us.
Frozen 4, that's where we want to be.
Open opportunity, top shelf, Carter King.
The best thing for DU hockey that ever came out of the pandemic was Carter King.
Huge stop for Trey Augustine in Michigan State.
It just seems like there's no openings whenever you're going against him.
Saved by Augustine. Trying to break the ice. It's Nyes in front. Followed up by Snuggerud. Jimmy Snipes strikes again.
Some awesome stuff there. And if you watch, maybe you'll recognize some long time ago footage from the Fox Bangor archives. Happy to help them out with that. That is all the time we have for sports right now. We'll be right back after the break.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
I had a slip and fall accident. I wasn't sure what to do. Joe Bornstein's office handled everything. The experience was much better than what I expected. They were very professional and responsive to all my questions and concerns. I highly recommend the law offices of Joe Bornstein. Over 25,000 victories for injured Mainers just like me. If you've been injured in an accident, call Joe. It's that easy. Tell him you mean business.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Hey, here he is. Let's do this.
Hey, you ready? Yeah. You're up, guys.
All right.
Now, from the longest-lasting brand, you could get $4.99 for $60 on an adventure-seeking all-wheel drive RAV4. Plus, get 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Go from dreaming it to driving it today.
Yeah.
Come on.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Old Town Redemption Center, we are always ready to help with any fundraisers or bottle drives. We are here to help our community. Like and follow us on Facebook for upcoming weekly holiday giveaways and our monthly $100 drawing.
Now here's meteorologist Devin Biggs with one final look at our 5-day forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Emma, thank you very much. Wave heights at around 3 to 4 feet this morning, according to the buoys, and a little bit higher further off towards the north and east. Despite that, small craft advisories, at least at the moment, have been allowed to expire. 10-foot wave heights being noted farther out towards sea. Some areas of dense fog this morning, reducing visibility in Bangor, near the Calais area, too, in Washington County. And just off toward the north, we might see this overspread a little bit more before things begin to improve later on. Meanwhile, we had a little bit of a wintry mix. There it is right there, tracking off towards the north and east overnight. For now, we're looking pretty good. Some clouds passing through. We will be watching for another system. There it is right there. That will be tracking off towards the north and east. And now will give us some more scattered rain and snow showers coming up for today. We'll see those developing during the afternoon period and some snow sticking around coming up later on tonight. It might accumulate a little bit. It won't be a big deal. It will be out of here as we head towards Thursday morning. Maybe a few flurries left over. Sprinkles and flurries possible by the afternoon period. Clearing out for a bit Thursday night and Friday morning. Notice by early Friday morning, a few more snow showers to watch out for. So again, snow totals not too ridiculous. Some spots won't see anything. Others, maybe a ½ inch to an inch or less before we're all finished up there. And then another system starts to approach. We have another wave of energy. There it is right there. That's the Friday system that will be passing through. And once we get that through, a a bigger system to watch out for, looking like some snow opportunities as we head towards the weekend. We will keep an eye on that. For now, our average high temperature is 44 degrees. We'll be about hitting there today in the middle 40s today, tomorrow, and a Friday, and then we're back in the 30s Saturday and a Sunday, 40s again Monday, and then upper 30s as we head towards your Tuesday. So for today, mid 40s about average for this time of the year. Scattered rain and snow showers. Southwest breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Later on tonight, low 30s, mostly cloudy, some snow showers on the way. West breeze at about 5 miles per hour. Tomorrow, mid 40s again, so again about average, partly cloudy, sprinkles and flurries. Northwest wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Some higher gusts cannot be ruled out. And let's check out your extended forecast. So some snow showers again for your Friday with highs in the mid 40s. More snow showers again Saturday with highs cooling into the mid 30s. Mid 30s again Sunday, a wintry mix of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow.
The Silverado Trail Boss. And a little work. And a little play. And a truck that says no to nothing. And Chevrolet.
During Chevy Truck Month, well-qualified buyers get 2.9% APR for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Or get $4,350 total value. Plus, current Chevy owners can get an additional $4,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
If you've been hurt in a car accident, watch this.
This car accident turned my life upside down, so I called the Twos. The Twos guy turned this accident into $225,000.
The Twos guy turned my accident into $350,000.
I get a lot of money for a lot of Mainers. Money for lost earnings, money for medical bills, and money for all your pain and suffering.
$1 million for my case.
Hurt in a car accident? I'm your go-to guy.
Call 222-2222.
If you love high-power boating, the V8 you've been waiting for is here. The all-new Honda BF350 V8 outboard from Honda Marine combines premium power with unparalleled performance for one exhilarating boating experience after another. It's Honda's first ever production V8, and it's backed by Honda's True 5-year limited warranty. The all-new BF350 V8, only from Honda Marine.
Save up to $5,000 on a new Honda outboard. Visit Peary Marine today for more details.
Ugh, when is my allergy spray gonna kick in?
You need Astapro.
Astapro?
It's faster, bro. 8 times faster than Flonase. It's faster, bro.
It's faster, bro! It's faster, bro.
It's mom to you.
Astapro starts working in 30 minutes. Astapro and go.
You are all here to learn about music.
Are we gonna play instruments?
Better.
Yo, we're singing?
After we learn the fundamentals.
Local Bangor therapy dog is a contender in a national competition for pet partners. Coda, a 14-year-old rescue, has been registered Pet Partners Therapy animal since 2015. His owner and handler, Stacy Coventry, has also been an advocate for therapy dog services. Together, they have volunteered in schools, colleges, hospitals, and numerous grief support groups where they give comfort to those in need. Coda now has the opportunity to win Pet of the Year through the Pet Partners organization. The competition is based on votes and fundraising where the therapy animal with the most collective money wins. Voting is currently open and closes on April 14th. If you're interested in making a donation and voting for Coda, you can visit the Pet Partners website and search for the Pet of the Year.
Oh,
good
good
luck
dog.
to them.
Yeah.
Stacy was a longtime employee of Bangor Humane Society and has worked to improve the lives of pets.
Yeah, I think Coda came from Bangor Humane.
Yeah.
All right. It does look like we're running out of time, though, so we hope you have a great day.
Hammond Lumber Company has been a trusted partner of professional contractors, do-it-yourselfers, and homeowners for generations. It's the level of trust that Hammond Lumber has earned by providing an extensive selection of products and materials from industry-leading suppliers, with guidance and support through every stage of any project, including delivery of materials throughout Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company is, has been, and will always be your building project partner.
It's Markdown Mania at the Furniture Gallery, and the deals are madness.
Relax in this cozy recliner. Choose tan, gray, or brown for only $2.98. Grab a sofa chaise for just $5.98. Upgrade your living room with a sofa and love seat set, now just $7.98. Scott Living mattresses are now priced king size for a queen price. Plus, save up to 70% on in-stock clearance items. Hurry into the Furniture Gallery, shop our main family-owned business, and save money. The Furniture Gallery.
Your favorite restaurants for half off. It's half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7. Go to foxbangor.com, click on half off dining, and start saving now.
The Legacy Sandwich, where you can find quality homemade sandwiches that are made to order. When it comes to food, we take it seriously. That's why we serve shredded chicken and turkey on our sandwiches. Voted Bangor's best deli sandwich shop. It's not just a sandwich, it's a legacy.
Great restaurants from all over Eastern Maine at half off dining from Fox 22 and ABC 7.
My dad got shoved by an employee at the nursing home and broke his hip. When I asked management about it, they tried to cover it up and said it was an accident.
If a serious injury has happened at a nursing home that's brought up cause for concern, call the twos right now.
Our attorney at Lowry and Associates investigated and found out the truth. The nursing home had to take responsibility for what happened to my dad.
If you suspect nursing home abuse or neglect, we're your go-to lawyers.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Good morning, America. Growing pressure on the White House, wildfire evacuation.
Worldwide at foxbangor.com. More people choose Good Morning Maine.
Today on Good Morning Maine, an Eddington man is back behind bars after being accused of making online threats.
Plus, Republican lawmakers are speaking out about concerns over the newly passed state budget.
And a report that indicates that home sales are booming here in Maine. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us this morning. We're also expecting some breaking news that will impact Maine politics later on. We can't tell you what it is yet, but it's going to impact the upcoming gubernatorial race in 2016. We'll have a live report sometime within the next hour, but we'll have to wait and see.
I know, we got to wait for when they're ready to make the update.
In the meantime, as far as the weather is concerned, it looks like today will be another cloudy day. Chance of some passing snow showers and rain showers, and keeping an eye on another storm that